Welcome to the Fake Animal Rescues Exposed channel, and part 2 of the focus on Facebook. As in all the other videos, there will, of necessity, be images of animal suffering. First and foremost, let's look at what Facebook claims it doesn't allow under harm against animals. It doesn't allow, or so it claims, videos depicting video imagery of fake animal rescues. That's an outright lie. Facebook is awash with imagery of fake rescues, images that are far more blatantly fake than anything I've seen on YouTube, as I will show you. When it comes to fake rescues, Facebook really is clown world. Obviously, these exposure videos are covered by the exclusion underlined in purple. Also, this list is virtually a carbon copy of what YouTube claims not to allow, but without the benefit of the 500-character facility to explain to the platform why something is a violation. The real question remains, how does a machine distinguish between a real animal rescue and a fake animal rescue, when so many humans cannot tell the difference? For God's sake, that is what the scammers rely upon to make their money. I maintain that not only can a machine not tell the difference, but has no hope of so doing if all the information it is fed is animal abuse. Furthermore, I regard failing to provide an adequate and effective system for viewers to report fake animal rescues, or any animal cruelty, instead having a system that repeatedly churns out the demoralizing "we did not remove the video" response, is, effectively, supporting all forms of animal cruelty, not just fake animal rescues, because it sends a message to the cruel fakers that, like in the British 1960s comedy farce films, they can carry on regardless. If you watched the previous YouTube-focused videos, you'll know that fake animal rescue and channel makers usually claim to be in a different part of the world from their real location. Despite every fake rescue video on this person's page looking like it is set in Asia, this person claims to be in the USA, actually giving us an address. So let's take a look at what Google Earth shows for 100 Piedmont Avenue. The whole avenue looks like a business area with no residential elements. Given the twisted minds of the fakers, I can't help but wonder if choosing the address of a Waffle House is some sort of joke, a mockery of Facebook and its so easily disregarded guidelines as, in English, waffle means to talk or write a lot without giving any information or clear answers, which describes Facebook's cruel clown world of fake animal rescue videos and reporting system. Now, for a brief observation test, because the purpose of this series of videos is to help people to spot the fake rescue videos. What do these 10 images have in common that says fake? Hint, it's not the digital begging bowl or that those images that belong to Penn Booker are clearly not in Atlanta, Georgia, USA. Well done if you noticed that in none of the shots is the snake's head visible. I have never seen a fake rescue video on Facebook where the monkey is wrapped in a snake and the snake's head is visible. Whether the snakes are decapitated or just drugged so that they can be wrapped around the monkey then used again is impossible to know. Extra well done if you noticed that only one snake had the classic pattern of a constrictor. Here's another look at those 10 shots and a few more examples of completely ridiculous monkey rescue scenarios. Stop. But wait. What's this? A genuine rescue? Of course not. No live alligator is going to let its mouth be prized open for its prey to be taken. Nor, if the alligator had snatched the monkey, with a bite force of 2,125 pounds per square inch, that's 152 kilograms per centimeter squared, would such a small, fragile animal be alive to be rescued. The alligator is real or a superb fake, as can be found on eBay etc., but fake, dead, or just sedated is anyone's guess. The image is important though, as a lead into the supreme farce, the clown world extraordinaire of Facebook's farcical monkey rescues.
Roll up. Roll up. Ladies and gentlemen, Zuckerberg Circus Productions presents to you, the supreme, the ultimate, the fake monkey rescue scenario to beat all fake monkey rescue scenarios. Drum roll please maestro, this is farce indeed.
The clown world circus just goes on, with bizarre situations that the monkeys could not possibly have got into on their own and an octopus that must be a world first, not because it is lurid pink, but because it's in fresh water. Yet more, and don't forget to give, to the fakes. But the next shot is a revelation. Look at the way the monkey is looking at its rescuer. The monkey knows and trusts its rescuer. There's no fear, no agitation, no panic and no aggression. It occurred to me that this was the same in every staged monkey rescue, for example the monkey in the plastic bottle, which is the next shot. In every scenario, bar a few moments here and there, the monkeys are placid and they are clearly fully conscious, not sedated. These, I believe, are pet monkeys, trained and used to these bizarre situations. Unpleasant and cruel as some of the situations are, the monkey's lack of fear and panic suggests that they know it is a temporary situation. Unlike kittens and puppies, cats and dogs, they have no distinctive markings, which saves them from the need to be disposed of when the video is done. But these videos are still fake rescues, they are still deceiving people and asking for money. This video, which seems to be gone now, is seriously bizarre, with a little window cut out of the front of the bottle. As you see, the monkey is totally unfazed by its situation, as if it had been practiced, which it probably had. For the monkeys, babies, or otherwise, the suffering of the bizarre, ludicrous, and farcical situations they were put in may have been minimal, and they likely live to be used again another day. But, for kittens and puppies especially, being just babies, and cats and dogs, that doesn't apply. Here there is clearly no tunnel where a kitten could have crawled under the rocks, especially one so young that it can barely walk, so either the rocks fell on it, in which case it would be dead, or it was put there, which it was. I find interesting, what language analysts would call a tell, that is that the scammer switches from the indefinite article, a, to the definite article, the. Also, the sound of a kitten crying for help, rather than it sounds like a kitten crying for help, shows certainty. As young as this kitten turns out to be, and muffled by a pile of rocks on top of it, there'd be no real way of guessing what was under there. I'm aware that English is likely this person's second language, but from many years of working in an establishment that almost always had foreign visitors, all professionals, working for various periods of time, I know that abroad they are still taught English language the old-fashioned way, taught the proper syntax of the language. As the rocks were lifted, I would have expected the text to say, "Oh my goodness, it is, or there is, a kitten. One of her hind legs seems to be severely injured," it says. No, it doesn't. There is no blood. No swelling, no distortion, no open wound, and the supposedly dislocated leg is in a normal conformation, with normal muscle tension and with the foot seemingly on the rock, bearing its weight. From the growth chart it can be seen that the horizontal ears are a giveaway that this kitten is between 3 and 4 weeks old, and nearer 3 in my opinion, because it is still wobbly on its legs. Wow! They had an X-ray done, except that suspicious little old me thought, those bones look intact and the mass that the green arrow is pointing to looks more like a tumor than a crushed bone. So, I did a reverse image search and you've probably an idea of what I found. The original image. And a reverse image search is something that could be programmed into the AI that Facebook crows about. The reverse image search came up with an exact match on the web page of a British veterinary referral hospital. Under the image it says, "This cat has a benign tumor affecting the tibial bone just above the hock joint." Picking a vaguely associated X-ray image from the internet to aid deception is a technique I've seen used before. So, in what way did the hoaxers treat this kitten's claimed crush injury? By the application of a bandage that may look like the best a 5-year-old could do, with bits of bandage retrieved from a bin and some tape, but it's really a magic bandage that transported the kitten to a feline never land. Where 1 week later the kitten, and kittens grow very quickly, is no older, the bandage is gone and the kitten is walking on its crushed and dislocated leg, and all with just the application of a tatty bit of bandage. Remember, from the YouTube videos, that fakers often claim to have adopted the animal. And look, they already had a kitten of the same age. What a coincidence. The language giveaway in the next video is more obvious. In saying "squeezing my heart," they are giving away that they pushed the kitten's head into the can and squeezed the can until the kitten is held fast. It is an expression I have never seen in a fake rescue video, but I've never seen a fake rescue video where the animal has had its head put into an empty tin can. Let's look at shots from the rest of the hoax rescue. Back at the fake vet with the wrinkled damask tablecloth, much melodrama as large metal cutters are used, ridiculous and dangerous for the kitten as cutting metal like that will leave very sharp edges. Then, for dramatic effect, there's blurring the image. All completely unnecessary and all farce because I have quite bad osteoarthritis in my hands, so that I cannot close my hands to make a fist. My grip, like my muscles, is not strong, yet I was able to squeeze this soup tin into distortion and back again with very little effort. The rest of the trapped kitten video is the same pantomime as seen in all the YouTube fake rescue videos. Wash the animal that doesn't need it, dry it with a towel, feed it and film it playing on a fluffy rug, etc. There's a final element of farce linked to this video, that is, Facebook's claim we want to make sure that the content people see on Facebook is authentic. The video, its name unaltered, appears on 36 different Facebook pages. So much for AI. Meta's AI products just got smarter and more useful. Really? When it cannot detect the same video, title unaltered, loaded onto 31 different pages? Where animal cruelty is concerned, it's about as useful as a chocolate teapot. As for authenticity, not doing a great job there either. Authentic, adjective. Of undisputed origin and not a copy, genuine. Signs of a staged rescue are often easy to spot, but sadly, so many still fail to see them, and it's sad to see that when people recognize and call out a scam, they get given an angry emoji from some. In this video, there are no signs that the puppy has struggled at any point. The rubbish around it would easily have been disturbed and the piece circled, easily flicked away by a flailing front paw. The rubbish at the puppy's rear would have been moved by its kicking. The puppy was drugged and unconscious when put there. I lightened the picture. Clearly there is a good amount of space around the puppy's neck and, if it was stuck, with that much space, just cutting the thick collar off would do the job. There's a good deal of towel, plus the fake rescuer's hand now inside the pot, yet there's no indentation on the man's skin, the pot isn't even touching his fingers. The start of the video, until the pot is broken, has the usual puppy screaming audio overlay. Suddenly the puppy is unconscious, supposedly exhausted, and she has the head of a normal dog, not the overlarge head of the flat-faced breeds. And so to the final fake rescue farce I've only seen on Facebook, that is puppies being dumped by people riding a motor scooter with the license plate illegally obscured, and where there just happens to be a random CCTV camera recording the event, in a deserted place, or pointed at something irrelevant. I've seen similar, secret, CCTV cameras in silly places on YouTube, but rarely. The dark of the night, I have lightened the image considerably and still the face is fully concealed and license plate covered. No one in sight, in the middle of nowhere, and still they wear hats and face masks. Perhaps they knew about the secret camera. Remember these shots? I said in part 1 that these two images represented part of the worse of Facebook. This is the same short video. The shot where the puppy that is found is tipped out of the sack lasts no more than a second, but it is clearly a different puppy, black not brown. It took many tries to stop the shot where the different coloring on the head and paws is clear. Viewers should be able to report this discrepancy, but they can't. At least on YouTube, as flawed as it is, I could have attached a report, 2 reports even, one as animal abuse and one as a fraud or scam, with the video stopped at this image of the black puppy, reporting it as not the same puppy as in the rest of the video. With Facebook, I can't even describe that, let alone show the qualifying images, so the fate of the cruelty or fake rescue video reporter on Facebook is to be thwarted and frustrated. It conjured up the following.
Do you ignored with impunity clown world Facebook standard, harm against animals, take this, utterly useless can't hear you, Facebook reporting system, to thwart animal lovers by not taking down cruelty videos. Do you promise to preserve the continuation of the suffering and death of animals, and the revenue those videos help to bring, by keeping animal abuse as the only description of standards violation, thus ensuring the near non-existence of their removal? Do you promise to allow the posters of fake animal rescue videos to operate with impunity? In the name of Mark Zuckerberg, the Facebook Corporation and the Holy Prophet, in this marriage made in hell, I now pronounce you evil and immoral. You may continue to go forth and multiply Facebook's ever-increasing income with impunity.
Facebook, so keen to talk about staying safe online, bullying etc., totally ignores the detrimental effect on the mental health of animal lovers who, seeing cruelty videos, reporting them with the only 2 words they are allowed, that is animal abuse, and then receiving the near inevitable, "We didn't remove the video or page" is distressing. Millions of Facebook users are sufficiently mature to be unconcerned by being misgendered or called names by the "be kind" left and strangers, but they are distressed and frustrated when they cannot do anything effective to stop the suffering of those who have no voice, no avenue of complaint, no ability to file a lawsuit for suffering, because Facebook clearly doesn't care about animal suffering beyond spouting empty words. I have seen the comments, the anger, the frustration, and the despair of those who care about the suffering of these helpless creatures, and who want the problem solving, not swept under the carpet. We don't allow such things as content showing, admitting to or encouraging harm against animals. Staged animal fights. Well, Facebook, yes you do allow it because this is it, the best Facebook can offer. How is it violent, hateful, or disturbing content? Animal abuse. Really, Facebook? This is the best you can do? Well, it is not good enough. It's like expecting a doctor to make a diagnosis by feeding into a machine. Patient doesn't feel well. This is pathetic. Totally inadequate. Utterly inexcusable. Both the reporting facility and the response, especially, we use technology and review teams to remove anything that doesn't meet our standards as quickly as possible. Where animal abuse is concerned, I'm calling this more than just BS, I'm calling it an overt lie. If the system, machine or human, cannot spot a plastic crocodile, a crushed leg that isn't crushed, that a black puppy suddenly becomes a tan-colored puppy, then both are totally useless and need replacing. These are not report details, they are just categories. These are report details. The puppy has been drugged so it won't move. It is not trapped. The man has managed to insert a considerable amount of towel, and his hand, without the rim of the pot even pressing on his fingers. No other method of extraction is attempted, such as easing the puppy out. There is an audio overlay of a puppy screaming, even though the puppy is visibly inert, which stops suddenly when the pot is broken and it is clear the puppy is unconscious. That's 441 characters including spaces. On YouTube I'd still have 59 left. That is a report. This is what YouTube gives viewers who want to report a video, so, on YouTube, if I was reporting this video, I could stop, that is timestamp the video here, and, choosing, spam or misleading, write, the puppy, found, and tipped out of the sack is black with tan markings and paws. Seconds later it becomes a tan puppy with white paws. I could also timestamp it those said seconds later and report it as animal abuse, mentioning the switch. People should be afforded the same more expansive reporting facility on Facebook, not the meager 2 words animal abuse.
The number of times something is reported doesn't determine whether or not it is removed from Facebook.
This is the declaration that bothers me the most. This shows, unequivocally, that Facebook's reporting system is utterly useless, just empty words when it comes to animal cruelty, because it means that with animal abuse the limit of what people can say, if the AI machine decides it isn't, this is what could, and maybe does, happen. If a mere 1 in 10,000 of the people who viewed these videos decided they were suspect and reported them, perhaps wondering what, and why, something was being force-fed to an unconscious cat, or wondering why CCTV was aimed at an empty piece of road, and why the bike registration plate is obscured, that would be 8,700 and 2,400 reports respectively, and they still wouldn't be taken down. No wonder Facebook is a cruel faker's paradise. However, where there's a will, there's usually a way. You want feedback, Facebook? Well, here it is. Facebook gets away with their indolence, when it comes to reporting animal abuse videos, by the paucity of their reporting system. I suggest that anyone tired and deflated by reporting glaringly obvious animal abuse videos and receiving the inevitable "we did not remove the video" notification, take heart. Go to the help center where every page has a "was this helpful" pop-up. Click the sad face emoji, then you'll get a box with 500 characters and you can file a detailed report, as you would on YouTube. You won't receive a reply, says Facebook. Well, given that, unlike YouTube, when Facebook reject a report they don't even identify the reported video, page etc., I doubt that anyone is going to weep or lose sleep over that, but they'll have the satisfaction of telling Facebook what they think of their BS and maybe even having it read. It is enough for the evil people to succeed, that the good people do nothing. This is one of my favorite sayings. Something that bothers me about this is Facebook's total failure to understand why people report videos, that is, it is because they want to see them removed. But is it a failure to understand? Is it a deliberate ploy so that no action needs to be taken? Saying, unfollow them, block them and take a break from them is, in the face of evil people, effectively telling good people to do nothing, to stick their heads in the sand and pretend it doesn't exist, to basically, shut up and go away. And the evil people will carry on with impunity. Does Facebook not understand that solves nothing? Do they not know that where animal abuse is concerned, they want the videos or pages taken down? Or does Facebook not want to risk any lowering of their just short of $135 billion 2023 income by removing videos that get millions of views, regardless of content? Get the mop and bucket ready because you're about to read so much BS that you'll want to vomit. Responsible approach. Don't make me laugh. The fake animal rescuers are scammers of the worst sort because they are not exploiting people's greed or their materialism, but the compassion and love people have for animals that are cruelly treated and have no voice, no way to save themselves. Facebook says it believes that facial recognition technology can help us be faster, more accurate, more effective. Well, perhaps Facebook should first learn to be effective before it aims to be more effective, because it seems to have escaped the notice of both its beloved AI and its human reviewers that the fake animal rescue scammers go to great lengths to keep their faces covered. It is, as I demonstrated in the YouTube-focused Fake Animal Rescues Exposed videos, a classic indicator of a hoax, a fake, a scam animal rescue video, that the scammers keep their faces well hidden, something that real rescuers, with nothing to hide, don't need to. Facebook doesn't even say, with some exceptions we believe, which gives me the feeling that they rarely bother looking at animal abuse videos, if at all, because our technologies check to see if the content goes against Facebook community standards. Ah, yes, those vague Facebook community standards descriptions. So how does this famous technology detect lies? I suggest it can't. I suggest that if a video says saving sick puppy, or rescue abandoned kitten, that's enough for the technology. Video says it's saving a puppy, tick, pass, good to go. Wait. Reported as animal abuse, nope. Video says saving puppy, send out, we did not remove the video. But what if it's not saving a puppy but, stopping short of showing the corpse, it is actually killing the puppy? Can technology recognize an animal in its death throes? How does technology determine that total violation of Facebook's community standards? It doesn't. I know of one such video on Facebook and suspect there are many, many more. How does technology determine intent to deceive? How does technology determine whether an unconscious animal has been drugged or is unconscious naturally? It can't. That is why there is so much cruelty, so much fakery on Facebook, and, I suggest, technology never will be able to make those distinctions, to detect the nuances of human behavior, particularly as long as all that people can report is animal abuse. But what motivation does Facebook, where money matters most, have to change this? When they are only animals, they can't sue Facebook. Harm to whom or to what? Certainly not the animals being made to suffer and even killed, which I would have thought counted as high-severity content, to make a fake rescue video. Certainly not the people distressed by seeing animal cruelty videos, videos that are indisputably fake rescues, remain live, despite being reported. I suggest that affects far more people, and affects them more deeply because they are trying to protect the voiceless, than someone being misgendered, or not having their made-up pronouns used. In certain policy areas. Which certain policy areas? Why only certain policy areas? We use that information to train our technology. Then either your technology is stupid, or your staff inept. Our technology gets better, allowing us to remove more violating content. If that's the case, why is there no evidence of this in the areas of animal abuse? I can only draw the conclusion that animal abuse is not one of the privileged, certain areas. Everyone knows what feces is, so, given the amount Facebook spews in its claims and guidelines, it's a toss-up as to whether it should be renamed farcebook or facebook. Time for a ray of hope, and God knows, but it's needed where Facebook is concerned. In spring 2024, SMAC conducted a special report on fake animal rescues on social media. The result rather gives lie to the many claims made by Facebook about their standards, technology, etc., given that they are responsible for, and I use the word responsible deliberately, 47.7% of fake rescue content on social media platforms, add Meta-owned Instagram, that's 51.9%. More than the others combined. The result of SMAC's 2024 special report, Fake Animal Rescues, found that just 605 fake rescue videos had over 572,013,959 views collectively. Some individual videos had 155 million views alone. I have seen, and featured on here, fake rescues on Facebook whose views run into millions. From just 2 months' intense information gathering and reporting, not by Meta's smarter and more useful AI or trained reviewers, but research volunteers, SMAC was able to analyze the information provided and come up with this list of fake rescue indicators, top 3, more detailed, to the right. Full list below. In just 2 months they achieved this. How long has Facebook been around? In my YouTube videos, loaded just before this report was published, in my list of suggestions as to how these scam rescues could be stopped, number 1 on my list was, all channels claiming to be rescuing animals must either be a registered charity or organization, or endorsed by a registered charity or organization. It was therefore interesting to see that the top indicator of a fake rescue is no genuine animal organization involved in 100% of videos, yet somehow AI is incapable of determining that a reported video has no associated bona fide animal rescue organization. Given that Facebook claims fake rescues aren't allowed, even with just animal abuse to go on, surely their AI should have been programmed to look for a legitimate organization. It's fundamental, but that it doesn't happen makes me more certain that Facebook doesn't care about animal suffering. So what's to be done? 1. Report the video or page to Facebook. I know it seems like a waste of time, but it's what SMAC recommends, and remember, all it takes for evil people to succeed is for good people to do nothing. 2. Get report rejected, almost inevitable. 3. Ask for a review. 4. Get rejected, also almost inevitable. 5. Swear a lot in frustration. 6. Report the video or page to SMAC even if, against the odds, you get a video taken down. 7. Use the Was this page helpful? 500-character facility on most or all help center pages. 8. Brace yourself. If there are children around, cover their ears, because if you report multiple videos from one Facebook page, the following happens. Facebook adds insult to injury. Could anything be more offensive? If you've not made use of the Help Center facility, outlined in red below, now might be the time. After having made multiple reports of animal abuse on a Facebook page, to be offered a top fan badge is more than adding insult to injury, it is deeply offensive. It seems that the smarter Meta AI is incapable of comprehending that someone who has reported a page for animal abuse is not exactly a fan, let alone a top fan. I wrote, "This, dear Facebook, was adding insult to injury. I reported fake animal rescues, cruelty, on this page which you didn't take down. Well, you never do you? Your so-called reporting system makes sure you won't lose revenue by having to remove a channel, by failing to allow people to explain what the problem is. Animal abuse is all you allow, so the cruelty continues with impunity. And then you offer me a top fan badge. What else can be done? As ever, report the video or channel to Smack. Simply click on Report Animal Cruelty Content, and there's a simple form to complete. You might also like to apply to join this Facebook group. It's always good to be part of a like-minded group who understands your position, who can give you support, information, and with whom you can share information or concerns. This is not a radical, activist group, so applicants will be vetted. The advice of Smack is not to engage, in any way at all, with videos that are obviously fake. Don't watch them, don't comment. I understand the reasoning that is every engagement registers with the platform algorithm, which is beneficial to the faker. However, this puts me, and maybe others, on the horns of a dilemma. Why? Because I see so many people pouring love, praise, and money onto these animal abusers and, let's not beat about the bush, animal killers, totally unaware that they are being deceived. How are they to be made aware if someone who does know what is going on does not enlighten them? I think it is too much to hope for that all the gullible, the trusting, and the deceived will have a sudden awakening without having their eyes opened. These viewers are not only being made fools of by the hoaxers, they are, if they donate, being robbed. Like many things, it comes down to personal choice, but I think if I was being made a fool of, and/or defrauded, I'd want to know about it. My original intention, when I set out to make these videos, was to make 2 videos, one focused on YouTube and one on Facebook. With the vast amount of information I had gathered that needed to be covered to give the complete and comprehensive picture I felt was needed, the videos became longer than anticipated, even when split into parts. It became an all-consuming and at times overwhelming task, especially as I had never made a video before. After launching the videos, one viewer commented, very politely, on their length, suggesting that perhaps they should have been broken down into smaller parts. It was a valid point and, on consideration, I decided that I would try to break down and represent certain aspects as shorter videos, but that these longer videos should remain as the foundation videos, the references that people could come to if their interest was piqued by the shorter videos. I further decided that I should continue with the channel, creating short videos that focus on specific video or channels, exposing them as fake and demonstrating why they are fake. So, these videos are not the end, they are just the beginning. As ever,